The Jacks made the Section 7 Single A championship game last season, falling in heartbreaking fashion. No better competition than the Zephyrs, a team who made last year's state tournament. The Jacks also looking to return to 500 with a win tonight on home ice, but the Zephyrs on the attack first. Vinny Redpath taking a direct path to the net, but CEC senior Jacob Ilinardo coming up with that big-time save. But later in the first, the Zephyrs go low to high. Ilinardo makes that first save, but Brock Gutterman beats him top cheddar, and Matamidai grabs the opening goal. The Jacks do take the momentum back in the first, throwing everything, and I mean everything, on net. But Zephyrs goalie Jackson Chesak makes tons of athletic saves in and around the crease to keep the Jacks off the board. But now CEC has a power play, and this point shot gets lost in the sauce in front. But Connor Sullivan finally pokes it through the 5-hole, tying up the game at 1. The Jackets continued to tilt the ice in their favor. The Northland takes down the Metro. CEC beats the Zephyrs 4-2. And elsewhere across Minnesota, the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks fell by a single goal in a tight 4-3 contest against Eden Prairie. The Marshall Hilltoppers still undefeated with a big 5-2 win over Brainerd. And speaking of undefeated, the Hermantown Hawks continue their win streak, taking down Maple Grove 7-4.